This season of the Urban Conservative Podcast is brought to you by Newton for Senate, working to improve education, reduce taxes, and keep North Carolina #1 for business. Find out more at newtonforsenate.com.
This episode of the Urban Conservative has also been sponsored by Case Technology Consulting. Help your business get value out of its data and become more efficient and streamlined. Case Technology Consulting. Check out the link in the description.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. It's a Monday morning. It's time for Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. You're joined by the TUC Twins. I am Abdul Ali, my twin brother Raheem, architect Soto, with us as always on a Monday morning. What's good, bro?
Everything. Sipping some coffee. You know, we're a little we playing it close to 11 something in the morning, but you know how we do it. Make sure you support the platform by visiting tuconservative.com. That's the website where you can go and find out more about what it is we do here at the Urban Conservative. And if you are interested in advertising with us, you can do that as well over there. Get yourself a t-shirt, a mug, get yourself a Hamilton plan. It's only $10 for the year.
Yeah.
To support what we do, which is spread conservative values and policy ideas into urban communities across America. So
Yes, sir.
there
Yes,
you have it.
sir. Hey, shameless plug time. I don't know if it's shameless, but plug time. If you are in the North Carolina area, in Charlotte, well, I don't care where you live. You can support anywhere, but I am indeed running for U.S. House District 12 here in Charlotte. Would definitely appreciate your support by visiting aliforcongress.com. We're asking everybody to pitch in $24 to help make America better. Let's get this 10-year lump on a log congresswoman who's not done much out of there. But bro, what's good, man? We've got a major city Monday. We got a couple of things that are popping across the great country of ours.
Well, I wanna
Yeah.
start with prayers and well wishes to the folks out in Houston. They absolutely been devastated out there. So they just started distributing water. Three
Mm,
hundred thousand people remain without power after the
mm.
storms there. And the electric utility CenterPoint Energy estimated 80% of its affected customers would have power restored by uh yesterday, but that has not been the case.
Mm.
So again, prayers out to Houston. It is just absolutely horrible. 7 people dead in the Houston area,
Wow.
100-mile-per-hour winds. And now the heat's coming. So 550,000 homes and businesses without electricity in Texas as early as Saturday, according to the National Weather Service. And they
Mm.
warned of temperatures soaring to about 95 degrees. So,
Yikes.
again, prayers out to the folks, out in Houston. One of the things they're recommending for you out there, folks, is do not overdo it with the heat. We don't need more people getting hurt due to heat exhaustion. But just a little information. It was an EF1 tornado with
Uh,
110 miles per hour in Cyprus, and Houston saw straight line winds that peaked at over 100 miles an hour. And
Goodness.
just this is the kind of damage. I mean, this is. Let me share this right here. This is what y'all looking at out there. That
Oh my
type of
gosh.
damage. Yeah, that's a big tree to be
Yeah, I'm about
pulled
to
up.
say that looks like if you're only listening and not watching when you play this back, that's a massive tree, bro.
Right. So, again, our prayers and well wishes go out to the folks out in Houston, Texas.
Indeed.
One of our major cities, man. So
Well, since you started out in Texas, I'm going to share my screen here. This is one other thing since you mentioned Texas. This is a Democrat Texas rep who is indicted on bribery charges. Wonder why the mainstream media isn't all over this. Democrat Texas rep indicted on bribery charges, spent almost half of his campaign funds on legal fees, bro.
yikes.
Yeah, out of the nearly 1.6 mil that Rep Henry Cuellar, Democrat out of Texas, spent, he reportedly spent about $784,900 on legal fees, according to the analysis of the FEC. At the beginning of May, he and his wife, Imelda Rio Selvar, were indicted on bribery charges after they accepted almost $600,000 in bribes from two foreign entities. Have to put the asterisk there, allegedly. FEC records show the majority of the money was spent to Clifford Chance LLP, an international law firm that is representing him reportedly. The law firm was given nearly $690,000 in payments. Perkins Coie LLP is another firm that showed up on the records, which received more than $50,000. Perkins Coie is a firm that specializes in representing corporations, trade associations, candidates, parties, political committees, and lobbyists. And then one more campaign got a couple of $100,000. But the fact of the matter is, the DOJ issued a statement on May 3rd announcing that this congressman and his wife had been indicted. They had accepted $600,000 in bribes from an oil and gas company owned by the government of Azerbaijan.
Yikes.
It's a country you don't hear too much about too often. And a bank which is headquartered in Mexico City between December of 2014 and November of 2021. So this is ongoing. And the interesting thing is you have to go to some fairly conservative media outlets, right-leaning media outlets to even hear about it. They're not talking about this. Democrat, all the attention was on George Santos, right?
Mm-hmm,
But not a lot of attention on Gold Bar Bob and this guy.
Well, why would they put the attention on it in an election cycle, right? Think that out. It's an election cycle. They technically don't want that kind of action, being brought to them. And it's par for the course for the left, because now executive privilege, I don't know if you heard about this, but Biden has chose to use executive privilege to not have the tapes of his whatchamacallit released, the tapes of his they have the transcripts, but the interview with the special counsel,
Oh, no.
They don't want they don't want that audio release. So he's now, executive privilege. I don't want that out. So, I mean, again, we got to remember the media is owned by who and what percentage of the media is owned by them. So,
right.
That it's par for the course, but that's why y'all come here to hear about these things. And,
right.
we're going to
Since you brought up Biden, bro, let me ask you a question. Is that not a weird picture?
Wait, I'm not looking. Hold on. Let me see.
Is that not weird to have somebody have their hand around you like that in a picture?
Yeah, that's a little uncomfortable. Hold on. Let me get rid of this
That was at the Morehouse. Biden did the commencement speech at Morehouse University.
Did you see the students turn their backs on him?
Correct. That's why I was bringing that up. But then you have these guys who are just so enthralled and so happy. I'm with President Biden. And it's like, come on, bro. Come on. But that's just, when I saw that picture, bro, I was like, would I be comfortable with a grown man doing that to me?
I don't think I would be. I don't think I would be.
I don't think so either. I don't think so either.
I mean, no disrespect, but like, you're gonna have to get off me, bro. You have to get off me, bro. Respectfully, you're gonna have to get off me.
Yeah, even Trump. Like, if that was Trump, I'd be like, sir, Mr. President, sir, I'm a little inch or two, sir.
Right.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, you're rocking with the TUC Twins here. It's top of the morning. It's a Major City Monday here on the Urban Conservative. We just talked a little bit about Texas. We're going to come back on the other side of the break, talk a little bit about Chicago, New York, and Charlotte. Y'all don't go nowhere. This is top of the morning. We'll be right back.
Needed. Bob Kago is the guy that whispered in Biggie Smalls' ears to take rap serious when he didn't want to rap no more and they was down south getting money. He's in the pictures with Mark Pitts and Biggie. It was me, Mark Pitts, Biggie Moms.
And my man Stu, we got an independent label out of the Bronx named DFL. That's where me, French Montana, Fred the Godson all got our starts from.
Young Frenchie, because people don't even know that name. Then when you say French Montana, they'll know.
Yo, this is Big Stu, I'm back again. I'm proud to introduce the young gun of DFL.
Shouts out to the homie Big Stu. Make sure you check out the Streets Needed podcast every Friday. That's what we doing right there. So listen, let's get into this.
Before you do that, one other plug.
Okay. Oh, let me get this off. Plug.
Just real quick. If you're going to be at the North Carolina State Convention for the Republican Party on Saturday, May 25th from 9 to 10, you could come out and meet your Black Republicans running for office in 2024. Got to give a big shout out to Simone Pemberton, who's running for state senate, and my man Leonard Bryan running for NC House 42. Yours truly will be in the building. We've got a suite. The suite number will be posted as soon as we get that from the state party, but do plan on dropping by the new Carolina's new leadership suite on Saturday, May the 25th from 9 to 10 at your NC GOP state convention. We'll have some postcards at the Frederick Douglass Found Table to remind you. There you go.
There you go. All right, well, what else you got? Let's get into it.
All right, so, bro, it's kind of becoming cliche to talk about how many people get shot in Chicago. But this weekend, take a wild guess. How many people got shot?
50.
45.
I was close.
45 people shot, one fatally across Chicago. And this was as of yesterday. 2 teenage boys and a man were found wounded in a drive-by in the Austin neighborhood. They were standing on a sidewalk, minding their business. Black Kia drove by and shots fired. The 14-year-old was struck in the ankle. Another boy, 15, was shot in the butt. A man, 18, suffered a graze wound. All were taken to a hospital. Saturday night, somebody was accidentally shot by a family member on the city's south side. That happened around 9:15 p.m. So I guess you can kind of take that one out of the violence, the community violence one, because it was accidental, but the girl was only 9. That's so sad. Firearm safety, terrible. Ladies and gentlemen, get up with your U2A people so we can get you some firearm safety training. So 6 men shot on the west side at the same time. Yeah, it's getting to a point where you have to start thinking about. I just met yesterday, we were out and about. I met a guy that was going to Chicago, young man that was going to do some teaching, and I asked him. I said, "Well, what do you think about your safety? And your safety going into the situation?" And he was like, "Yeah, well, they told us there's certain neighborhoods we cannot go into." He's going there to be a teacher. And he said, there's certain neighborhoods they told us we cannot go into. There's a certain time where we need to be leaving the area where the school is that he's going to be teaching at. But he really feels like, and this was a young guy, 25, 26, but he was saying, he's relatively not concerned about his safety so much because he's like, yeah, once I'm done with school, I'm headed home. Right. But that's kind of sad. You can't explore. You don't want to go out and explore the city and all that kind of thing. So that's what's going on in Chicago right now. We're going to switch gears, bro. Oh, man. Atlanta is always... It's something about Atlanta, bro. I don't know what it is. They always got something going on. This lady right here, Tarlisha Smith, all right?
Oh, is there a picture? Is there a picture? Oh, yeah. Lord. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, why you say
zoom in.
You want me to zoom in?
There you go. Just to fill the screen so it looks aesthetically pleasing. Go ahead.
All right. Tarlisha happens to be the head of the Department of Human Resources, is now on administrative leave after an investigation found that Smith, who is a Democrat, abused her authority by creating a staff position for her daughter in 2022. The report released alleges that she created a compliance analyst position within the office of the city solicitor for her daughter, Bridget Smith, before the position was publicly advertised. And despite not having interviewed for the role, the job came with a $52,000 salary.
Of course it did.
The investigation found that Smith retaliated against a supervisor who raised concerns about the daughter's hiring and qualifications. Nepotism at its finest, Democrat nepotism at its finest. But question is, don't we do that on both sides of the aisle, kind of though?
Not really, no.
We don't got enough, like, I'm going to create a spot for my mans over there. We don't do that?
I mean, if you want to be technical, no. Because of the ethics that come, that's involved with that. So, to be honest, does your partisanship play a role in you, say, getting a certain job? Sure.
Okay.
But that's not the same thing as I'm going to create a position and then not publicly advertise. I'm not going to go through now, has it happened on our side? I'm pretty sure it has. But I think on our side, it's a little more, we take care of our own, but we do things up and up. We don't do
Fair.
that. That's right there.
That's
I mean,
fair.
listen, you good to the party in certain cities, and you've been around, you have a skill set, and the job opens up. I don't think it hurts that you have a Republican administration saying, you get the nod for that job after other people have interviewed. You see what I'm saying? But other people have interviewed. Other people.
Yeah, well, that's what's going on in this case, is that there was nobody. Yo.
Right. That's a little bit different. That's a little bit different.
So according to the report, the city staff expedited the onboarding process, skipped elements of the background check, and disregarded her ineligibility. She did not receive an employment or education verification. She was not interviewed, and she did not meet the minimum qualifications for the position. When the daughter reportedly began to be late and absent from her work, because of course, when Smith's daughter began to be late and absent from her work, due to her supervisor, OCS Director of Communications and Administration, Jennifer Johnson, denying her request to telework, officials say Johnson recommended that she be fired. So your daughter, you get her a sham job.
Right.
She then decides not to show up for said sham job.
Right.
Or be late, and then request to telework for such sham job. And when the supervisor denies that, your mama tries to get her fired, is basically what you got.
Yeah, that's not right. No, that's not right. No, that's not.
This department head, who had worked with the supervisor for more than 25 years, who could not recall a single complaint against that supervisor, requested that DHR provide him with documentation to support the action. So yeah, all bad. More corruption in the city in Georgia. The sad part about this is you got the Trump trial going on. Fani Willis is corrupt. You see all of this stuff surrounding the local governments in Georgia. And then just to add this, like to add salt in the wound, you have this going on. But I dare say this is happening in a lot of Democrat
I want to share this right here. I have to share this. This story right here. We
make a big screen.
Since we doing this, I'm waiting for the ad to go.
Okay.
And this is coming out of Broward County. Now check this out.
The Broward clerk of the court's office says she was fired because she's planning to run for office against her boss.
WT6's Steve Litz spoke to her and joins us live with why she believes it's a misuse of power. Steve.
More Democrats.
And hi, Juwan. Hi, Jackie. Live tonight outside the Broward West Regional Courthouse. This is one of the buildings where Annette Daniels says that she worked during her almost 20-year career with the clerk's office. And she did say that she planned on resigning her post because that is required by state law in order for somebody to run for an elected office. But she says before that happened, she was terminated by her boss, who is now her political opponent. Annette Daniels insisting she was fired from her job at the Broward Clerk of Court's office because she wants to be the clerk, replace her boss, Brenda Foreman.
It's bothering her because I'm running. Flat out. It's bothering her because I'm running. I started at this courthouse in 2005.
Daniels boasts of working some 19 years at the clerk's office, earning promotions, filling various positions at different courthouses, and then a rude awakening last month, a termination letter.
You know how I am. When I make up my mind to do something, I'm going to do it. But right now, she out of line.
The letter reads Daniels' candidacy is in direct conflict with the terms of your signed commission and oath deputizing you. Also, it is imperative that we uphold the principles.
This is the part that got me. So you're fired because it's imperative that we uphold the principles outlined in the Ethics HR Policy 49, integrity, trust, loyalty that are essential for the functioning of our organization. So you're disloyal because you decided to run against me?
Policy, integrity, trust, and loyalty that are essential to the functioning of our organization. Foreman not returning our requests.
Now watch where she goes.
David Comras is Daniel's lawyer.
Because what it says is that, look, I'm on top. And if any of you guys try to challenge me in any form for this position, not only are you going to lose your job, you're going to lose your health insurance. You're going to have issues with your pension. You're going to lose your vacation time.
Wow.
Well, I'm still running. And we're doing, the campaign is going pretty good. You know, she's not going to stop me.
Both Daniels and Foreman have filed preliminary paperwork to run for that clerk's post in the upcoming elections, and that only becomes final when a candidate fills out qualifying documents and then pays the fee to get on the ballot, right around $12,000. We'll keep you posted on this one.
What?
Live in Plantation tonight, I'm Steve Litz, NBC6 News.
12
Now here goes the
1,000?
crazy part. The clerk got on YouTube and started blaming racism and I'm a black, Kunta Kinte cloth and all of that, bro. She went in.
Oh
I
no.
thought they would have played it in this report, but there's another report that has that in there, like her response. So it just when you were saying the story, what you were saying, it made me think about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this is something that they're doing this, everywhere. I wish I could find it. Broward Court.
That's terrible. It cost $12,000. It cost
Here we go, right here. Here we
$12,000.
go. Nah, this is even better. Hold on, play this. This is a much better video. Cause look.
Years.
The caption below this picture calls Annette Daniels a model employee, always willing to go the extra mile.
Yeah, this was the right
one.
one.
It was taken back in April 2018 when Daniels was selected as
Hold on, let me find the video.
Quote, Daniels is dedicated to providing the citizens of Broward
Where is
County
she
with
at? She's
excellent customer service and is truly an asset to the organization. But
here we go. Here we go.
The spotlight before.
That's the current clerk.
Yeah.
Even she can't get her job back. Foreman denied our request for an on-camera interview and wouldn't even answer questions by phone. Foreman was elected to a second term back in 2020 and has
all
definitely been in
Democrats.
the spotlight before, at one time claiming God talked to her.
I will continue to expose as long as God gives me names.
She posted
Yo, Shad, come on.
Yo, that lady is nuts, bro.
a
I hate that.
40-minute Facebook rant.
Why is it that I am the most hated woman of color?
You went with the oh.
All right, we don't gotta go no further. That's all I needed to
Nobody
hear.
told her that hat was a bad look. Nobody just
No,
gonna
you
let
gotta
her
get,
rock
you gotta
like that?
look as Pan African as you can when you spewing your stupid ass rhetoric.
There you go. Well, look, bro. I will only other thing I'll say is that this is why Democrat cities are in large part in the condition that they're in, because these folks are really worried about their own position, their own power, what they're gonna do for their own folks. That's really what it boils down to. So there you have it. Switch gears here before we head on out for the morning. Charlotte, come on, Charlotte. We could do better, Charlotte. Let me just say this, bro. Let me say this. I've been here over 20 years, okay? And you know how you hear people say things like, oh, this a different world and it's a different time and it's a different this. You remember hearing people say, oh, the world has changed so much. I've seen this city change for good, bad, or indifferent. I've watched Charlotte change. Being in North Carolina, it's one of those situations where you get to see it. And I've had to be back and forth in Charlotte over the last few years, over the last 20 years with the kids in school and all that kind of stuff. But what I wasn't worried about was violence. Charlotte was never in my brain, bro. Like, oh, you got to be careful where you go in Charlotte. Like, it was never that type of situation. You take places, like, we never looked at it like we looked at New York. We never looked at Charlotte like you look at Chicago. But you're starting now to see so much crime here. It is out of control. Literally, 3 people shot Sunday night coming into this morning. So 4 a.m., medic confirms it responded to two more shootings, one on Carolina Street near Clanton Road in Southwest Charlotte, another on Morris Chapel Road in West Charlotte. And the question becomes, what happens, bro? If you see the crime going up the way that it is, you would think people would vote for DAs and for judges that are actually going to be tough on crime. You would think that would be enough. Like, the pain and the pressure of not being safe in your community would be enough for you to vote differently. What do we got to do to fix that?
Well, you get what you vote for, number one. Got to understand that. Number two, unfortunately, there are a group of extremely ideological people who are suggesting, like, even on, so we have a post up for American citizens only voting. And if you go look at the comments on there, people are actually like in disbelief. They no matter what news comes out about the push to give illegal migrants cards, identification cards, and money and debit card, no matter what comes out, people are really, really naive. People are absolutely naive, and they're stuck in their ideological worldview. And unfortunately, it takes for something to happen. Usually it's something that happens violently to someone or their loved ones before they have a change of heart about certain things. So, I don't wish that on anyone, but at the same time, it's like that's what's got to happen because people are happy in their bubble. People are really, you got to remember that the media is controlled, 85-90% of the media is controlled by the left and their narrative. So this idea that, it's all, people are absolutely brainwashed, bro. And again, it's, you get what you vote for. So when you vote for Alvin Bragg in New York and he doesn't prosecute things, when you elect Democrats, genital mutilation becomes a bailable offense. Like you can mutilate a woman's genitals and get out of jail free in New York.
What?
Pull it up. You can pull up the list of things you can get. Yo, come on, look.
No. Yo,
I'm pulling it up. Hold on. I'm pulling it up. Hold on, watch. Did you find it? Huh? Ali. We lost him. All right, there you go. We got you back. You there? All right, yeah, we don't got Ali. All right. So let me just show y'all this real quick. We got to show y'all this real quick because he thought I was kidding. He thought I was kidding. All right, you there? What you got? Aggravated assault. This is what you can get out for. It's ridiculous.
Yo, you got me back in, bro. I'm sorry,
Yep.
I lost audio for a second. Wait.
Look.
Bail eligible offenses under. Wait. So hold on. I know we coming up on the 28-minute mark here, but hold on. So you can assault.
Look, you can coercive sexual conduct against a child.
You can get bail for that. These are all the things that you can get bail for. Criminal sale of a firearm with the aid of a minor. So what's the wait? Are we suggesting that there should not be bail for those?
No.
Hey, I'm just asking.
No. You should stay in jail if you do something to a kid. You should be. We shouldn't be talking about bail. You should not have a bail.
Yeah, you should be in there until further notice.
Yeah, you should just stay in there. You should be moving in. But anyway, let's wrap it up. What you got on the end of this? We out of here?
On the tail end of this, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, 8 p.m., Urban Conservative Podcast. As always, we may have a very special guest on the platform tonight. If you live in the state of North Carolina, make sure you stop by the Carolinas New Leadership Suite at the state convention. Make sure you show us some love there. Again, shouts out to Simone Pemberton and Leonard Bryant. As always, we are here Monday through Friday for Top of the Morning. This has been a Major City Monday. Y'all have a positive and productive rest of your day. Peace and love, y'all. Country illegally cast a ballot. It takes the power of your vote away. Visit onlycitizens.vote to find out how you can contact your legislature and get them to pass a citizens-only voting amendment. Again, visit onlycitizens.vote and defend your right to vote.